my custom stage outfit.
They're anything but an overnight sensation. It took 10 years for success to slowly boil for the Black Keys. But suddenly, they just may be the hottest rock band in the country.
I wanted love, I needed love, most of all, most of all.
After their latest album, El Camino, debuted at #2 on the charts, they sold out Madison Square Garden in just 15 minutes. If you haven't heard of the Black Keys, you've almost certainly heard their music. It's been used in more than 300 commercials, TV shows, and films. The Black Keys are Dan Auerbach on guitar and Patrick Carney, in those Buddy Holly glasses, on drums. Two otherwise quiet guys who just like to make a mountain of noise.
We don't have a real act. It's not like we're not based on some sort of character or something. Our fans know that we're normal people.
You don't have a shtick.
It hurt us, I think, early on because I think people like shtick, you know?
Did you contemplate coming up with a shtick?
No, we're not that smart.
Growing up in Akron, Ohio, Auerbach and Carney connected in high school. A grade apart, they weren't really friends at first. But they loved the same music, like Isaac Hayes.
It's so sick. It sounds like...
That's everything we've ever tried to do.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there.
So they just started playing together in Carney's basement.
Did you figure that coming out of Akron you were kind of a long shot?
We felt like underdogs, and it motivated us to work harder.
We've always sort of felt like the outsiders.
Yeah.
Which is fine with us.
Slowly over the past decade, the band built a following the old-fashioned way, by touring the country in a minivan. Carney still remembers their first big payday at a Seattle club.
We made $539. 150 people showed up, and it was enough money to pay for gas for the whole trip.
Did you seriously just say $539?
I remember it.
I was going to say, you remember it exactly.
It came in an envelope, and I was just like...
We got paid in cash, and he slept in the van to guard the cash.
Yeah. The night of the Seattle show, yeah.
It was the most money we'd ever seen in our lives.
Soon after, in 2003, the Keys were offered 200,000 British pounds by an English mayonnaise company to use their music. But worried about selling out, they turned it down.
You turned down 200,000 pounds.
It's about $320,000 at the time. We could have paid our rent for 20 years each.
How did you feel about turning that down?
It was really not the right decision.
I think our parents thought we were absolutely crazy.
So when the next offer came, they took the money.
We braced ourselves to get called out or made fun of, and
It didn't happen.
nothing happened.
What did happen?
It was crazy.
I used to see the puddles, but now I see the splash.
As the band's music started appearing in commercials, the Black Keys began to get noticed. Last year, on the back of their breakthrough album, Brothers, they won 3 Grammys.
It was so weird.
It was also really weird being there on the red carpet.
We felt so out of place. I felt so dumb in the tuxedo. It was so uncomfortable.
I felt like I was wearing a hot dog casing. They put you on the red carpet, and that's
when you hit the reality of the Grammys.
that's when you're
That's
like...
when you get pushed aside so Kim Kardashian can... Why is Kim Kardashian even there? It's a music award show.
Another honor meant much more to them. Early on a Sunday morning last month, in the midst of their tour, the Black Keys pulled up in front of their alma mater, Akron's Harvey Firestone High.
This is your picture that we've had framed for you, and we're going to ask that you guys mount it on the Wall of Fame for us, if you would, today.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you look closely, there's a nail up there in the brick.
I'm terrified of heights.
Then you can hand him the picture.
Yeah, I had him the picture.
Carney passed the picture up to Auerbach, who stood on the trophy case in the front hall to hang it.
It's official.
Then the boys, who hadn't been back to school since graduation, took a nostalgic tour,
I always loved it here.
checking out their yearbook pictures.
This is Dan's year.
Yeah.
There's Dan. This was before the beard.
I wore a cowboy outfit for mine.
You gotta check out his picture.
Please, you did wear a cowboy outfit.
Oh, I won something.
Yes, you won most unique. Did you campaign for it?
You know, there's three most unique people.
Not in the picture.
Pretty good.
And their less than stellar high school transcripts.
I got an A in ceramics. And I got a B in music appreciation.
They may have made the alumni wall, but fame hasn't gone to their heads.
We haven't changed. We couldn't. Our families wouldn't let us, first of all. You know, our brothers would make fun of us relentlessly if we tried to even act like rock stars. My grandma would call me and ask me why I was being an idiot. Do you know?
The band is still a family affair. Carney's brother Michael designs the group's artwork and album covers.
Were you worried about him at all?
Yeah, the first tour.
Patrick's father, Jim Carney, is a reporter with the Akron Beacon Journal.
I was like freaking out because I didn't know where they were and did they have enough money. And
Now your son pulls up in his own bus.
yeah, that's nuts.
Carney and Auerbach, now in their early 30s, grew up just blocks apart in Akron.
You literally did live right around the corner from each other.
Yeah.
Dan Auerbach's parents, Chuck, an antiques dealer, and Mary, a retired French teacher, never doubted their son.
When I wanted to go busk for change, they would help me buy battery-powered guitar amplifiers, you know?
You weren't concerned?
It was the thing, though. You know, they said if I wanted to do it, I had to do it. I couldn't just sit
I
around.
like the work ethic.
Oh, and that's it. And he never let us down. I mean, he's still the hardest working guy I know. And how can you not support hard work and passion?
But the Auerbachs are still amazed at what's happened.
Cover Rolling Stone, Saturday Night Live, Madison Square Garden. I don't know that it gets, you know, maybe Yankee Stadium is, you know.
fun. Never good enough for you, Dad. This is beautiful snow.
I know, I love it.
Chuck and Mary walked their son back to his tour bus on this snowy March day.
Baby, safe trip.
The Black Keys were headed out on their first tour of major arenas in America. And ultimately to two sold-out shows at New York's Madison Square Garden.
Sold this place out in 15 minutes?
The first show sold out in 15 minutes.
What did you think when you heard that?
Yeah, this is huge for us, obviously, but try not to think about it too much to get nervous.
For the two kids from Akron, it's all still sinking in. But the Black Keys aren't the underdogs anymore.
Well,